Hello everyone, this is Raphael Ray. Today is January 21, 2023. You must have noticed recently that local public community centers are now cracking down on the slightest little conduct that staff members can claim is threatening or claims to make them feel threatened or harassed or bullied and intimidated. Here's one example. The Pima County Public Library, our local one is called the Flowing Wells Library. They have this clause, and listen closely about how this is worded. For a safe environment, they are against engaging in conduct such as persistent staring or gestures that would cause a reasonable person to fear for his or her personal safety or feel distressed, alarmed, or harassed. Now, these people are not just cracking down on obtrusive and harmful behavior. They're cracking down on anything that they can claim makes them feel harassed or uneasy. Now, the closest to staring that I was actually doing was I would watch the library staff members talk to each other so I could catch whatever corruption I could hear, and I could challenge it in person. And that's how I expose them. Well, yesterday I wasn't even doing that. I just kept looking at everyone to see where everyone was. And that was the time our local manager, the manager of our local library, either she's a fill-in or replacement manager, that was the time she picked to come up and tell me that I had to stop it. It made her feel harassed and intimidated. And she brought up how she told it to me before, but before she put it differently. Before she made it sound like a sexual thing. This time she was more on the ball. She actually got to what I was actually doing. Apart from that, she also told me, as our discussion progressed, she also told me that I can no longer speak my thoughts out loud for everyone to hear, and I can no longer talk across the room. Like I can't just do what everyone does. Even though I never raised my voice any louder than they raised theirs. I never raised my volume level beyond an acceptable level. So this is not because they want to crack down on dangerous characters. It's because they want to make you look like a dangerous character if you actually do make them feel scared for themselves. Because what I actually do is not threatening except to their malevolent carte blanche. They know I'm not really a threat, because otherwise they would be treating me entirely differently. So this is really to silence me, because I am calling them out and challenging them. I'm getting people around us to see what's really going on at our library. Now, I'm certain that's not how they're putting it. That's not how they talk to the children who go to the library. And come to that, they're now telling children not to confront anyone who appears rude, who's even the slightest bit rude, but to just keep quiet and then tell the library staff. Why? Because they don't want anything cleared up. They want their judgmentalisms to just stay and be spread across society. They don't want to talk to me about anything where I can show them where I can explain what I'm really doing. And also, after every time a library staff member embarrasses me like this, they kind of go overboard with the sweet, friendly attitudes towards customers. I think you can basically figure out what's going on with that. Also, you would have noticed how private security guards are more and more replacing legitimate and substantial police officers. At Target today, I was walking very casually around because my energy was low. And I was tired. So I wasn't really keen on my behavior. So, because I look at everyone, when I looked at one particular woman, and she turned around and saw me smiling, she and her boyfriend immediately went straight to the security guard on duty. And a few minutes later, when I was outside, he came out and stood behind a pillar for about a minute, then went back in, and he and another security guard both went off. They looked like they were storming off to their, I suppose, to their cruiser, to their car, so they can file a report. Now, I look at everyone, and everyone knows it. I look at everyone, particularly in the chest area, because that's where people have messages and stuff to look at on their clothes. Well, I'm certain people are twisting that around to make it look like sexual staring. And I'm certain people will not be talking much better about my tone right now. And we all know why. It's clear that society is not really against criminal threats, but honest threats. Because my honesty is the only way I am a threat to anyone. I hope you're having a wonderful and happy Saturday. I am Raphael Ray, keeping honesty alive in a world that wants it dead.